I've been living in my car, my Skoda Fabia, for the past I've been living out of my car for the past 3 weeks now, driving around Europe. I've been to Scotland, the Netherlands, Germany, Austria, Slovakia, and now I'm back here in Austria on an incredible lake near Salzburg. My number one concern before I set off was not sort of driving on the other side of the road. It wasn't where I'm going to sleep, it was power. I was very worried about how I'm going to keep all of my things powered because of course I've got to film all of this, I've got lots of cameras, I need my iPad to edit videos, also to watch movies. My phone of course is my main form of sort of staying in contact with parents and things, but also I'm here in October and now it's November and I don't plan to leave until December, so it's pretty cold. And that means I needed a way of heating myself without the engine at night. So I have an electric blanket and a small desk heater. I've had nights up in the Alps where it's been -degrees overnight and it's still early November, so it's going to get even colder. So I literally couldn't do any of this without those two things. So before setting off, I did some research on YouTube about what others had done, and the main thing was power stations. People had these big lithium power stations. So then I did some research and I decided that I wanted a Bluetti power station. So I reached out to them and they very, very kindly sent me this power station. And now I've been using it for 3 weeks, so I can tell you guys all about it. So I keep my power station down on this wooden platform which I built for it, but I'm going to bring it out so we can take a closer look. So this is the Elite 100 power station. It's 1,024 watt hours, which is, you know, really quite a big size compared to like just a power bank or something. And I'm going to start off with my favourite thing about it, which is that it's still light enough that you can sort of carry it pretty comfortably. You know, some of them are really big, but this is, you know, so easy to move around. So, you know, for example, on a day like today, I might get the solar out and I can just easily take this out of the car, carry it around. But also when I have people that come and stay in the car and I need to move this to the front, it's just so easy. It's, you know, compact as well. And you really don't need a bigger size than this for what I'm doing, because the next best thing about it is that I can charge it directly from the car. So whenever I'm driving, it's just charging off the 12-volt cigarette lighter of the car. It's got a port here and a cable as well, just to do that. And that is just so, so neat. And then, you know, if I am staying somewhere like this, wow, that is incredible. If I'm staying somewhere like this, you know, for an extended period of time, then I've got the solar, 200 watts of solar as well, which I can put out. So you can charge by solar, you can charge it off the car, but you can also charge just at home off a wall socket. So each time I go and stay with friends, I can plug it into the wall, charge it up really quickly there. And that's just so great to have these 3 different charging options. It just makes the whole difference, because there's not always going to be a situation where all 3 are possible. So to have 3 different means, it's just really, really useful. Next, I love having 2 sockets, meaning I can run household appliances from it, which allows me to run my electric blanket and my heater at the same time, which is quite a luxury for car camping. And that is super good. And I find that on a night, if I'm using the electric blanket a lot and the heater a lot, I'll generally use 50%. And then that's perfect, because then the next day I can just drive and charge it up again. And it still gives me that kind of backup. You know, if the car broke down and I was stuck for a while, I've still got a whole another 50%. And that's the thing which really is so good about this, is just the like stress that it reduces. I'm never worried about my power. I'm not really thinking about it too much. It's just, I always know that I plug it in before I leave, it'll charge up, and then I can use it. You can also run 12-volt car sockets off of here. So I've got a tire pump, which is pretty useful. I can just bring this outside. I don't need to have the car running to do it. And then there are 2 USB-A ports and 2 USB-C ports. So I can charge my iPad, my phone, my camera batteries, the lights from my car as well, all at the same time. So, you know, you can run a lot of things from this all at once. Another thing which is cool about it, which is sort of separates it from some of the other models, is that it can do up to 1,800 watts. It can actually do more in its sort of surge. So if you have like a big appliance, it can you know, the first few seconds will be even higher than that. But 1,800 watts, you can run a lot of things off of that. I think you can run like a hair dryer, you can run a coffee machine. For me, my heater is my biggest draw, and that's about 600 watts. And obviously that is, you know, quite a lot. So you can't run it forever, but it shows you on the display how much time you have left, and it also shows you on the app, and that just allows you to kind of manage your power super easily. I'm a bit low on charge on the power station, and I'm going to stay here for a little bit, because why would you not? And so I'm going to give the solar a go. So you can easily adjust the angle just by changing the position of this strap. Today the sun's pretty low, so I'm going to put it there, and then can bring it all down just like that. And what's super nice is all of your cables just sit in this pack here. I think this solar is just so well designed. It's really, really cool. I wasn't really expecting it to be like this. But it just means that you're so much more likely to use it, the fact that it's just this simple, and it's also so easy to store. You saw it's in my roof box, underneath my bike, underneath my gas, underneath my shoes, and it just slides in there, super nice. And we should start seeing that input go up. So this solar here is the PV200. So I said it's 200 watts. But this power bank can actually take up to 1,000 watts of solar, which means you can almost use it as like a home power station if like you've got some solar. So there we go. Look at that, 160 watts just from solar. And it's, you know, November, the sun's still pretty low in the sky. I reckon I could get some more if I change the angle a bit. Oh no, it went down. Okay, I'm gonna change it back. But yeah, so it's obviously important to get your solar at the right angle to the sun. I wasn't even expecting it to go down. I rotated the whole thing a bit, and now we're up to 168. And this is exactly what I mean about the compactness of it. It's just so easy to just take it out with the solar as well and set this up. I just went swimming, as you can see. All of that will be on the main video, which I think will be out maybe 2 or 3 weeks after this one. I'm going to pack up the things. We're up to 24%, so just from maybe 15-20 minutes we got up 5% just from power from the sun. So that's pretty good, and that's enough to, you know, charge an iPad all the way, probably twice even. So that's not bad. So after 3 weeks of pretty harsh, constant use, you know, I've been up in Scotland where it's been raining, I've been in the Alps where it's been -degrees. This hasn't missed a beat once. It's worked perfectly. So I have confidence that it will last me for another month as I make my way around Europe. So yeah, I'm super, super pleased with this solution. It's worked out just beautifully. If you would like to get one of these, I do have a link in the description where you can buy one from.